Welcome back. You're now tuned into the other side of sports. It's your host, Laws in the building. We got the crew rocking out. You already know week one NFL in the books. We're gonna get into it. I can't wait, man. We before we get into the Monday night madness, dog, because I go to bed early, bro. You know I don't be messing with these games past 10:30. But this jump last night, bro, I was up to the jump finished. It was a crazy game, dog. Crazy game. I know, Aaron, you saw it.
Yeah.
D, you ever watched the whole jump?
Uh-uh.
Dog. Dog, it was a burner, dog. It was a burner. Before we get into that, though, we got the question of the day. Question of the day comes in and it says, I got married last December. My husband was a normal IT guy making great money with a good house, and I'm independent on my own. He looked perfectly normal. He looked perfectly normal with some family issues with his sister and getting divorced, and her two kids live with him and my father-in-law. Cut to the day I come down to live with him, and he was so cold. Even on the wedding day, he didn't spare a day for us. Always panicking about every single thing in the big house he owns. The 1.5 months I stayed, all we talked about was cleaning the house and how I didn't know enough about a domesticated life. There was rarely, almost no intimacy and time together. I came back and have been on my own in a different city since 7 months. We fought crazy over the phone and have stopped talking altogether since a couple months back. Married people of the community, how should I deal with this? I want to hear Aaron's advice.
They specifically told you they didn't want to hear from me, so that's
I
on
knew
y'all.
I knew he was gonna do that. So
They try to cut you out the wheel. Nah, dog. What you?
Married people of this community.
he said, "What? Married people of the community? What?"
Dog. Yeah. First of all, I can just say the way you wrote that passage, yeah, like I don't know if you got fifth grade education or I'm not sure,
Come
but
on, man. Come on.
dog, it couldn't y'all always got on me, clowning me because you say I can't read, but this bad wrote the show on a fifth grade level, young. I don't so so this is the thing. Clearly you didn't know what marriage was about because it for you was a big house and some money. Because those are the things you cited. And he looked okay. How's your father-in-law living with him and then your sister? Like, I just
It's just the
it sounds like a
kids and
lot of
all them.
dysfunction. You live away in another city for the past 7 months and y'all married. Like, what are you doing? You're not committed to the marriage. Let's just keep it all the way 100. That's not something that's important to you. Because right now, it's just like, whose idea was it you to move into another city? Was that like a part of the agreement? He was cold. What? It sounds like delusion to me. D.
Man, look. People want the fairy tale. They see the little Bambi joint, you know what I'm saying? You know, the little doves floating in the air and you looking around all happy and glee and it's like the magic of marriage, but people don't realize that marriage like anything else and when it comes to relationships is a lot of hard work and you got into that situation. Obviously, y'all didn't have any conversations. This was a quick marriage, they seem like to me. Because
Shotgun. Sawed off.
bruh, right there. Because the thing is, he obviously had expectations of what he thought she should have been doing or should have known how to do coming in the door. And it seems like she wasn't meeting them. So he showed his displeasure with that. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And people don't talk about that stuff. And that's why you got to get premarital counseling before you get married.
Gotta talk to the people, dog.
You got to. People don't realize you when you in love, you looking at stuff with a different set of glasses, bro. Glasses is
Yeah.
perfect. You seen 2020, no
Yeah.
problem,
She
bro.
saw the house. She saw the
Right,
money. Batman got
right.
a good job all like that. But when he asking her to clean the house and mop the floor, she just ain't want to do it.
Or she wasn't doing it up to his standards. He like, you domesticated? Is that how you clean the toilet? You know what I'm saying? that's what I'm seeing. That's what it sounded like to me. You know what I'm saying? And to me, the runaway, I got confused when she left and went to another city for 7 months if they were still married. Because I'm like, who does that? You're not just in a regular relationship anymore.
Yeah. And then she's saying they arguing on the phone. You ain't serious, man. Get out of here, man. That jump.
You want the title. You want the Xbox achievement. That's it.
Yeah. Aaron, what you got to say?
It just always humors me the way women always view life and relationships through the lens of what can they get out of it? Like what is in it for them? They never look at it from the terms of what value do I bring to a man's life? Like why would this person who apparently is loaded, big house, all this stuff going on, why does it what am I why does he want me in his life? Like what addition do I bring? I don't cook and clean, you know what I mean? Like, but you don't have the bread either. So who are you? Not domesticated, but you're also not all that professional. The way you was wording the commentary about the money and the bread in the house and that, because apparently she didn't have all of that, and she's moving into his house. It just that aspect always humors me. And then you go straight from the wedding to everything's cold. There's a huge piece being left out because it's probably involving her having some accountability to go from I'm in love, it's a fairy tale, it's Disneyland, we get married, and then a switch goes off. He just turns into some crazy joker who's cold and just wants you to mop the floors and wash the dishes and don't touch you or nothing. So it's just that aspect is always humorous when they tell a story. It's never any accountability or acknowledgement of what they contributed to things going wrong.
Hey, look, anytime expectations are not met, you're gonna get cold, you're gonna be distant, you're gonna be short. All them things, you're gonna be resentful. All those things are gonna manifest itself when you're not getting your needs met. And if you don't talk about it, I mean, that's just what it is. And there was obviously something there that she just seemed to want to neglect because she got the big house and the dude with the money. You know what I'm saying? And she got the title of marriage.
That was the championship for her. She was ready to enjoy her summer. The work didn't start there, D. The work ended there.
She got that Joe Flacco championship. Now it's down in the dumpster for your ability.
Man. Don't get me started. Yeah. We got a giveaway, dog. This for the next 30 days. We dead serious. The joint is free 99. You don't gotta give us no breadsticks, nothing. You can get a PS5, untouched, boxed up, joint fresh, mint condition, PS5. All you gotta do, because ain't nothing free. Whoever shares the show the most on all platforms, IG, and all you got to do is tag us in it. Tag OSS 980 or Other Side of Sports. If you share it on YouTube, whatever, you just got to tag us in it. So you got to figure out the tags and just make sure we tagged in it. Whoever shares the show and the content the most will get a PS5, no strings attached for the next 30 days. We checking. We're going to count who shared the jump the most frequently every day. And I want to wake up to the jump being shared and the jump blowing me like, yeah, who is doing it? Like, that's where I want to be at with it. That person is getting a PS5, dog. 30 days. It ain't a long time. You can share it for 30 days on Twitter, IG. Free PS5, young. No strings attached. You know what I'm saying? It's all legit. All right, we good. I gotta check with the financial.
Yeah. We got it. It's official.
Okay, I gotta make sure. You know what I'm saying? I ain't on the accounts in the background. I don't know what's happening. So you can get a free PS5, dog. You just gotta share it 100,000 times, dog. Like,
yeah, they got to be a minimum of sharing it. You can't share it like 100.
Dog. No, 100. I'll take 100, dog. But It just got to be all over the place. Like, if you share it 100 times and you beat out the geek bammer who want to play games all night long, you know what I'm saying? Who gonna share it 1,000 times?
I gotta ask y'all a question. Is it the discless one or the one with the disc?
Nah, it's the disc, the $4.99.
For real?
So you getting a legit. You remember when back in the day when you used to get the console and it wouldn't have no games with it, and you'd be like,
Yeah.
"Oh, yeah,"
Yeah.
and then your mother would be like,
It came with
"That's
Mario.
another 70." I
It
don't
come with
know if I
Mario.
can get
It come with
that.
Mario Brothers in this joint. That's it.
Come with Mario,
Super Mario
yo. But
Brothers.
if you got the strip version, Joe, with no games, you was
Yeah,
hurt, dog. You had to go to Blockbuster that night
Yeah.
to try to get a game, yeah.
Or arrows.
Arrows, dog. Had to go get the games that night, young, and then you just try to keep them jumps because you could just try to keep them jumps, dog, or steal your man game from his house or something. It was rough times back then. But yeah, we got the PS5. We just want to put out free of charge. You just gotta share the show. Share the show. That's it. Everywhere. To people just sick of us, dog. We can get on to some sports. Last night, Monday Night Football, first Monday night of the year, it was the Baltimore Ravens versus the
Las Vegas Raiders.
Las Vegas Raiders, dog. Derek Carr and them. First of all, this game, yeah, Ravens scored first. I think they went up 14-0. And then it just seemed like they just took their foot off the gas. I don't know what happened to so I'm trying to think about like who was the blame for them losing this game, dog. Who's the blame for them losing to the Raiders, dog?
Those 2 fumbles Lamar had, those were huge.
Yeah.
They were huge.
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson had 2 fumbles in the game, one towards like, close to the end of the second quarter, I believe. And then at the end of the game in the OT. And I thought he was pretty accurate for much of the game and making good passes. I felt like the Raiders' pocket protection of Derek Carr was excellent considering just the pass rush and just the Ravens' defense. This game went to overtime, and the Raiders almost botched it, dog. They was really close to botching this game. So it was like third and some yards, and Derek Carr threw a bomb down to Braylon Edwards. The Bama caught the jump and reached for the pylon, and everybody on the team thought he had a touchdown to end the overtime. So Bama started celebrating, going wild, like, yeah, young, he won, we won. Whoa. So come to find out, his knee touched down before he reached for the pylon. So they were like, the plays being reviewed. But the Raiders thought this jump was in the bag. So they running off the field. Everybody, you can see the Ravens are dejected, all like that. And then come to find out, he didn't make it into the end zone. So they run the ball 2 times, get stuffed. Then they get a penalty. Then the Bama Derek Carr throws a pick in the end zone. So it's looking like the whole tables have turned, dog. It looked like they was on the verge of winning this game to being on the verge of losing. And so Lamar and them, they get the football, and then, they move the ball, down the field a little bit, and then this Bama Lamar Jackson fumbles, yeah. And that essentially was the game right there. And I think, the Raiders came back and they scored a touchdown because Derek Carr threw a pass to, was it Ruggs that he caught and ran in? Or was it
No,
Edwards
it was Zay Jones scored the touchdown.
Zay Jones, yeah. Dog, how you get butt naked open like that? I'm confused.
It was wide. There was a
They
zero
probably
blitz.
they probably thought they was playing for the field goal.
Yeah.
They didn't think they was gunning for that touchdown in that situation.
Dog,
After throwing a pick in the end zone the first time.
Dog, listen, the Raiders' season was on the line, dog. If they lost this jump the way that they were about to lose it, because to get to the overtime, my man kicked a 50-something yard field goal. And it was like, I was literally like, oh, this Bama not about to hit this jump. He cashes out. They go to OT. They basically had a victory in hand. And then almost fumble it away. Literally, if Lamar Jackson was like on his A game, this jump should have been an L. It should have been an L for the Raiders. So
I I hate to say this, but it's getting to the point where, or I shouldn't say getting to, but it's at the point where Lamar is gonna have to be more consistent in throwing the football. That because teams know that he's gonna want to run, and it's not like he's running to get himself in a place where his wide receivers can play like that scramble drill, where it's like the backyard football where guys are running open and then he could throw that pass. It's more for him to run when he tucks it. You know what I'm saying? He's looking to get yards with his legs. And it just makes them so one dimensional, in my opinion. And it's gonna be hard to win a chip like that.
he did make some plays.
Oh, he makes them. Don't get it twisted. But I don't know if his play is gonna win a chip. That's all I'm saying. If it's not gonna win a chip, he's gonna obviously be effective with his ability, but I think it has a governor on that. It's only a limit to so much he's gonna be able to do with his legs on his own, and they're gonna have to start trusting some of the weapons they have. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it looked like so from a passing standpoint, this was the most the wide receivers were involved in the passing offense I ever seen in my since Lamar Jackson has been on the team.
That's true.
You had Sammy Watkins almost get 100 yards receiving. You had Marquise Brown almost, get 100 yards and had a touchdown. Like, and the touchdowns literally went to the receivers. Mark Andrews was really a small part of what was happening last night. So I would say that's encouraging.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. I'm not real confident in. I just think you can't lose to the Raiders like that, where they were basically trying to gift wrap the game to you and you could not win it. That's troubling to me. So we gonna see. It's a long season. I know this is only game one. Jeremy said
that's
Lamar
about to say
has
it's
to improve for sure. However, the offense is still hampered by offensive coordinator and his scheme. I agree with that. I think
that
the
play in overtime where that sack fumble, if you go watch the routes that was run, that was one of the worst offensive plays in that situation I've ever seen. That was worse than Scott Turner.
Were they
Like
all
you had
short
two
routes?
wide receivers standing right in the same place on a curl on the left, and one guy over there on the other side. It was like 8 people covering 3 or 4 receivers. It was bad. It was bad. It was
So
no
on top
spacing
of
on the
that-
field. It was
Right.
it was nowhere to go.
I got you.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the offensive coordinator for the Ravens. I thought he should have been fired 2 years ago, honestly. And not because that's the thing. The Ravens were still good, but you just see limitations in how they run the
That's it.
offense. It's like
The limitations.
it's just limitations, and some of it is Lamar, but I don't think it's as much Lamar as people want to try to say it is. I think it's more the play calling, the scheme, and the system that they're running. It's just real pedestrian, dog. It lacks creativity. It doesn't have like Aaron was saying, the spacing is not there. So I'm not a fan of the Ravens offense under the current coordinator. And so, but it's kind of going to be a knock. The thing is, nobody's going. I've been blaming him for the first 3 seasons. Even Lamar has had good seasons. I've been blaming the offensive coordinator for all the gaffes and the struggles that they've had as an offense. But we know in this scenario who's going to get the blame, though. We a minority in this joint. That's not really blaming Lamar. I mean, the fumble was on him. Don't get it twisted. But I'm just saying overall, and just with the direction of the offense and the team,
and it's going to be hard for them to move away from their old coordinator, because to me, he was a big part into why Lamar worked in his rookie season. The way that offense was tailor-made for him to be successful so early on in his career. I feel like that was doing part to the offensive coordinator, but it may be time to make a switch.
No, it's run its course, dog.
Yeah,
it's run its
exactly.
course. You know what I'm saying? You might learn how to ride a bike on training wheels, but eventually them jumps got to come off, or it's just going to hamper you, dog. You can't
go
really
fast.
go as fast.
The trailing wheels on.
Yeah, exactly, dog. So I don't know if the coordinator they have is the man for the job. Order some other sports, well, maybe not sports, dog. Is this acceptable men's fashion, yeah?
It's a new
Russell
day.
Westbrook out here in a dress and some army fatigue boots. Can we do that now? Can I go to work like that?
If
You
you want
can't.
to.
Make sure you put a picture in the group chat when you do, though.
Yeah. Please.
You need
No.
receipts.
Hey, let's hear one of the elder statesmen and what they got to say about it.
Players for when they ran by white boys anyway. And I can speak about it, nigga, because when I played, I had to shut my mouth too. There's two ways you can go, nigga. You bite the apple and wear them motherfucking dresses like Russell Westbrook or whatever the I don't even want to say this nigga name no more. But this ain't this nigga first time in a dress. So I don't know why people so alarmed. This nigga been wearing dresses and weird ass. But see, like I told you, LBJ said, your leaders, they'll give them to you. And just because this nigga can jump high and play basketball, not nary nigga, not no Geechee nigga, not no nigga I ever was raised up with, gonna be walking around the goddamn streets with a dress on and some motherfucking boots and get my respect and say he heterosexual. Now, if you gay, cool, my cousin gay. I don't give a fuck. I got gay girl, female cousins, male cousins. It don't matter about that. But when you say you a heterosexual male, and that's what you do, nigga, that's my opinion, nigga. So if you wanted my opinion on that, I think these niggas is exposing exactly what I said. These bite that apple. And I never bit no apple. I just shut my mouth. That's how you gotta do it. You gotta shut your mouth or bite that apple. And there's plenty of niggas like me that's just not talking. Cause that weird ass is weird. What kind of nigga y'all, what hood y'all, these niggas supposed to be from? Nigga in high heel boots and a mini skirt. Nigga, you. Man, please. These are your leaders.
Oh, man.
Yo, get your man, Ern.
It's
Yo,
a new day, dog.
Kwame off the dog. He off the chains, dog.
I wish he was acting like that back when he was in DC. I'd have had some sympathy for him being sorry on the court.
Dog, this man would have been held back for 25 years, dog. Now he unleashing everything in his heart and soul. Dog, I mean, I'm not even against people have the prerogative, the choice to do whatever they want. I don't subscribe to dresses on men. I just don't. I mean, I think there's fashion, you know, and then there's not fashion. To me, that's not fashion. But hey, I'm in the minority again.
I feel like he always dressed like that recently for shock value.
He always been dressing kind of weirdo-ish.
Yeah, always for shock value.
I am with Kwame on that. It's a bunch of weirdos in that gym. Okay. I see where you're going with this one. I see. Is it a dress or a kilt?
Is there a difference? So if you get your dress from Scotland and call it a kilt, then it's not a dress no more?
No, Jeremy,
Help me
don't say
understand.
that. I want to see you in a kilt, dog. You gonna wear a kilt out here? Dog, we not gonna do that, dog. It's a dress. It's a skirt. Two sides of the same coin, dog. Yeah. But yeah, you're right. Westbrook, he out here. He always pushing the fashionable extremes and stuff like that. And you know, it's of course.
He wanted a reaction. I'm not
That's
used
what I'm
to,
saying. Yeah.
to like the kind of men like from the era we grew up in wanting that kind of attention. So that's kind of new and shocking to a lot of us when we see a lot of that stuff. But all it is the Bama just wants some attention. Want to break the internet like Kim Kardashian, like that kind of stuff. I would never do it. Like, I'm not around people that I think would do something like that, but it's what a lot of those people, especially in that space, try to do. Especially you getting towards the end of your career, he's not looked at as a superstar anymore. You know what I mean? It's just like Bama's when they can't put out a hit record or they're not great anymore. They try to do other things to get
a
the same
miscellaneous
level.
beef with somebody.
Yeah, they try to get the same level of attention because it's like a drug, dog.
Yeah, nah, I get it. Yeah, I mean, it's Russ. He does that though. Speaking of attention, young, this past week before the season started, I was up late at night doing videos for fantasy football. And so I'm in one league and I was doing a video for fantasy football. And I basically was critiquing all the teams in the league, basically saying this team is sharp, this team good. And so when I got to my team, I gave my team an A-. My team is real. I ain't even gonna hold you, but I got mud holed the first week, dog. And so after the mud hole, one of the players in the league put this joint up of me and try to fry me, dog. Never try to come for me, dog.
Hold up, who did that?
One of the dudes in the league that I'm in, dog. Fried me, dog. Said my predictions was trash.
Oh man,
yeah, dog. So I told him I'm gonna need my man's services, dog, because you know, I thought it was funny. I did get punished the first week. I was just blown. Lamar added to that because the Bama fumbled twice, and you know I have him on my team, so you know it was a whole situation, dog. But shout out to my man Matt, dog. Yeah, that's pure comedy.
I mean,
dog.
look, that's the thing about fantasy. That week, that first few weeks of the season, maybe the first 5 weeks, it is. So
because Derrick Henry looked like a regular Bama out that jump,
right? And so
and we know he's fake,
right? And it's just one of those things that beginning of the season is always like that. And then when week 6 happens, that's when you really see the real teams, rise to the top. That's when you're really going. Yeah.
Hey, but I say this: my fantasy jump might have took a turn, but those who are part of the Lock Factory family know we was getting that bread this weekend. Aaron, I know you were sick. Aaron had 500 on a parlay that hit. That is probably the worst feeling of all time when you got the lock in the bag. You got and 500. There ain't no chump change, dog. To win what was it like? 1,200, and then something was discrepancy. The bet didn't get put in, whatever. So it's just like you got your ticket. You thinking like you good money, and then come to find out the junk didn't register, dog.
Wow.
That's like playing a game with your controller not hooked up, dog. You can't. That junk is you going. Earn.
When I put the joint in, I knew I was like, "Oh, this is money. Lock it up." Pause.
So we're gonna get in a little bit of that. We'll go through our picks. Before we go through our picks, Jeremy going to join us a little bit later when we get to our picks. But we just gonna recap the picks from this week and go over our wins and losses before we get into this upcoming week. So we can start here. Let me just go ahead so I can share my screen so y'all can see so the people can see. All right. So these are the games. So the first game we had the Dallas Cowboys at the Buccaneers. Much closer game than any of us expected. We saw Tom Brady beat Tom Brady and will the Bucs to a win. We saw AB resurrect and cook in that game. Will he be their leading receiver this year?
Yeah.
You think?
Best receiver on that, bro.
Yeah. You could probably say he's the best receiver in the NFL.
Best receiver in the NFL. Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
Over DeAndre Hopkins?
When he gets the opportunities, he cooks.
Yeah. Over DeAndre Hopkins. And you got to realize last year he was a main reason that offense did what it did because Evans got hurt. He steps in. He starts to get his legs underneath him, and then he started frying last year. So I only see a continuation of that. He already fries.
He does fry.
And it's the best quarterback that he played with.
Right.
And he's a cooker, so it's not going to go his production not going to go down.
Right.
He's a smaller guy, too, so you can't expect age to hit him as hard and fast, balls, as it would somebody of a bigger stature.
Right.
Yeah, no, I agree. Tampa Bay squeaked out a win. Tom Brady had the ball last, and you can't do that with a good quarterback.
But
Dak looked pretty good in the
he
game
did.
too.
He did.
400,
But Godwin
2
was blowing
touchdowns.
me. Yeah.
Yeah,
And Godwin was blowing me. He really messed up the
Godwin
the
though,
spread,
hand
man.
suspect though.
Bruh.
His hand sussy.
He ruined the spread because of his.
No, he dropped the 2 touchdowns.
Right.
Yeah. So I mean, but I mean Tampa Bay, they look real. They look as advertised. Zeke looking real pedestrian these days, dog.
He's done
Is Tony Pollard better than this mama now?
at this point.
He's done. You writing him off, Aaron,
He's done.
already?
As Zeke, it's just like Cam. You can't have him come in and be a 73 rated player. Like it's just that offers no production, no value to your team with him at a 73. And I think it's the same thing with Zeke. Like what you're paying him, like, and what it requires to have him on that roster and be a part of that offense. I don't think he provides the value at this point. I think they're better off moving him.
Yeah, I mean, who would take him? I mean, his value is down right now.
The Ravens will take him. They ain't got no running backs.
But they're not gonna give up a first to get him.
Why would you think you would get a one for a
Right
30-year
now,
running back?
Latavius Murray right now better than that Bama. So I don't even know if you want to do that.
I mean, I think you're taking less to get that money off the books.
Okay.
He getting like what, 15 a year?
Yeah, he getting bread. He getting bread for
I
sure.
mean, it's the first game of the season. Not only the first game, but against Tampa Bay, who had one of the top, if not top, run defenses last year. And Vita Vea was destroying the inside of that offensive line. So he didn't have a whole lot of space to go, and they had to throw the football a whole lot in that first game. But I don't write him off just yet, because at least he didn't look out of shape. He looked like he was in game shape at least.
He looked slow.
He did look slow.
Speed was his feature coming out. Like that was his number one quality attribute was his speed.
Yeah, he did.
Taking Randy Moss in a 4.6, 4.7.
He's no longer Randy Moss.
He's not Randy. There it is. So I'm not saying he's the worst running back in the league. I'm just saying
no.
Zeke
You're saying he's not worth
70,
what you paying him. Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah, he's not
That's
that.
a fact.
But I think he'll be better, throughout the season. He'll get better. But I really like Pollard though as a running back on that roster.
Yeah.
Their O-line definitely not what it was.
No.
And, Lael Collins out 5 games on that drug suspension, so it could be rough for them early in the season.
Yeah. Eagles at Falcons. Eagles came out with the W.
I'm never picking Matt Ryan ever again.
I was surprised. I was surprised, dog.
I switched it in the Lock Factory joint, but on this joint, I definitely said the Falcons, dog. And dog, instant regret.
Dog.
Never again. Him and his man. I picked both of them jokers this week, dog.
Him and his man.
His little brother.
Both of the jokers you despise. You went
never
with,
picked.
dog. I never picked.
That's what I get.
That hurt you because those 2 games you needed back, dog. At least the tie with us. So that hurt. What's his name with Philly was cooking though.
Yeah,
we knew that though.
Yeah,
we knew that.
He gonna save a lot of jobs in Philly.
He gonna save a lot of jobs. Like this.
And I'm gonna tell you, man, I should have. What's his name? Smith. From Alabama, the wide receiver.
Devontae.
Man, I should have thought about that pick a little bit better. I didn't, and I was like, I should have, because I like their running back and I like Smith, and I just figured their kind of season was up in the, with their offense. I didn't know how that was going to look, and I chose with the known commodity in Matt Ryan, but that was a mistake because I knew that commodity wasn't a good one, and it was a depreciating one on top of that, and I still chose
with a new coach.
How you muster 6 points, dog? You've been in the same offense for 30 years.
That's the thing, right?
It wasn't the same offense, though. They got a new coach. Remember the dude that got the coaching job that everybody was trying to figure out how he got the coaching job?
But he's not changing the offense.
I
mean, that joint didn't look the same to me. It looked
terrible. It didn't matter last year either, or the year before that.
No Julio. We all knew that once Julio was out of there. It was
right.
I just thought Philly head coaching would be worse than what Atlanta had on. But that's the default setting. But I learned my lesson. Never again.
Next, on the game dockets was Pittsburgh at Buffalo. We all went with Pittsburgh. We knew that spread was fluky, dude. And in Pittsburgh fashion, they played the Buffalo Bills tight all the way down to the wire, and then they just made a couple more plays than the Bills. And the Bills was a tough defense. I mean, they really shut Najee Harris down.
Yeah, they did.
And the offense of the Steelers for much of the day. It was the turnover that the Steelers got that really kind of gave them a little bit of separation in this game. But overall, it was a defensive matchup, and they was racking Allen's head though. They was crushing.
Hey, look, I watched that game, and I was just like, I knew Pittsburgh's defense was going to come to play. Period. I didn't know how Ben Roethlisberger was going to look, and that was my thing against against the Bills defense, and that was where I was like, but I still went Pittsburgh because I was like, man, look, I just have a feeling that Pittsburgh is their head coach, and that's what I was going with, their head coach. And I was like, he's gonna have them boys ready week 1 to play. And Josh Allen is as good as he played last year. I mean, MVP level. I don't know if I 100% trust him yet to be that dude. And I could be wrong. It's week 1, but I just and what ended up happening, the Bills were really winning that game. They had the advantage for most of that game. It wasn't until the fourth quarter where the Pittsburgh Steelers were able to make plays, score the points, and then end up winning the game. You know what I'm saying? But up until that point, the first half, the Bills were owning them.
Yeah, it just turned in favor of the Steelers just at the right time, I guess.
Right.
They ended up getting on top. So Steelers got that one. Then you had good old Kirk Cousins, dog. The biggest loser. Dog, there's no reason why they should have got embarrassed like they did by the Cincinnati Bengals. Cincinnati Bengals really handled the Minnesota Vikings, dog. They really contained Dalvin Cook for the most part, and they didn't let Justin Jefferson go off. That Bama was getting bottled up. Thielen was probably the only bright spot on the Minnesota team.
Yeah.
But overall, Cincinnati, T. Higgins scored. Your boy scored, Aaron. What's his name?
You were going on him because he was looking at the line on the football to catch.
Hey,
a cooker's gonna be a cooker. You let them jokers on ESPN talk you into the food. The Bama did not play football last year, dog.
Yeah, you're right.
He set the whole year out.
You're right. He got me. I saw the Bama basket catching on the sideline, and I was like, but dog, in the game, that Bama hand.
Jamal Chase, he's a cooker.
That Bama he was running past Bama. I was like, oh, this Bama's real. Yeah, he back on cook 'em time. So, that's a fact.
And they're also better, faster than, because I had them on like a 3-year window when they first got Burrow. Then he got the injury. Though they're on trajectory to be better, faster than what you expect, given the talent that they had around this time last year.
Yeah, Joe Mixon looked really good too.
Yeah.
Can he sustain that without injury? Is that the question? Yeah. But he looked really good. I mean, that's always been your man D since the beginning.
Yeah.
You always been high on Mixon. And the Bama talent-wise has always exhibited like big talent. It's just the health and the O-line and
that's it right
stuff
there.
like that just kind of held them back. But they look real, dog. Cincinnati look.
And I almost picked them too. Something told me go ahead and pick them, and I was like, nah, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, we all hit this unanimous.
Just like your boy Matt Ryan, I'm not going with Kirk Cousins.
Never again, dog.
San Francisco at Detroit Lions. Detroit got the doors blown. They got their back blown out. Dog, this is a mud hole from beginning to end.
Not to end, they came back.
Well, yeah, they did come back. But them are all garbage points. It's still covered.
For us, but at opening kickoff, it was 8.5. They bust that joint up. Right on the dot. They cost a lot of people money.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's the San Francisco way, dog. They score a bunch of points at the beginning and then take their foot all the way off the gas and then let you back into the game. So but they still won, dog.
Yeah.
I mean, it was at halftime. The jump was over. They was experimenting at halftime, so that was a pure mud. Arizona Cardinals at the Tennessee Titans. Now, this was a surprise to me.
Yes, it was.
The Tennessee Titans were favored by by 3 points over the Arizona Cardinals, and the Cardinals just embarrassed the Tennessee Titans, dog. Kyler Murray was just unguardable. He was cooking their life away. DeAndre Hopkins looked unguardable. Christian Kirk looked unguardable. The way they was using a running back, it looked they just were running a clinic all over the Tennessee Titans. Derrick Henry, this Batman had like 10 yards at halftime. It was just a pure dominating event by the Arizona Cardinals.
And Tannehill didn't look good either.
He didn't look good. No, he didn't look good. I mean, hopefully this was a rude awakening to them, because they got embarrassed. They definitely got embarrassed. Then we had the Seattle Seahawks at the Indianapolis Colts, and I don't know why I went against Russell Wilson, dog.
I was shocked that y'all chose him. I was shocked. I was like, what did they do?
I was off my rocker,
the
dog.
defense would be better than what they were. They were getting torched out there with the
dog. Torched. This Bama Russell, before the half was over, this Bama threw a Hail Mary, and there was, dog, the Bama just ran past the secondary. I'm like, y'all wouldn't think that they're gonna try to like at least attempt a deep pass or some sort? Because it was dope. I'm like, dog, Tyler Lockett was frying their life away. DK Metcalf, he ain't do nothing the whole first half. Second half, then this Bama just woke up and started cooking them. It was just, I mean, they did, wouldn't call it, is Chris Carson, did he get hurt? I think he got hurt, which I'm not surprised. But, yeah, the Colts, they just botched it, dog. I mean, Carson Wentz looked okay, but I thought that the Colts were going to play much better than this, and Seattle just handled them. Then we get to the Washington football team versus the Chargers.
I accused you. Then I went back and had to watch the playback. You did take the Chargers in the joint.
Thank you.
I accused them of flip-flopping.
Hey,
I could have sworn he was. It must not have been one of the picks, dog. But you was taking Washington before the season.
Dog. Bama indicted me on it. No,
I saw that. I said, "Dang."
No, Bama came for. I said, "Yo, hold on, y'all." I said, "Hold on." It's like,
he said, "Don't be doing that this early in the year."
It's like when the police, they just come up to you and they be like, "Hey, excuse me, can I?" Like, dog, what I do? What I do? I'm innocent, bro. Innocent.
Not guilty.
So, yeah, not guilty. So the Chargers, I mean, listen, Ryan Fitzpatrick, dog, the Bama hurt already. Broken, what do you got? A messed up rib cage, hip. Hip, femur. Oh, dog, he's so fragile, dog. Get him out of here. All this hype. Now we on to the kid. We wanted Heineke.
Yeah,
we got
Mega Man. Y'all got Mega Man. We about to see what he's gonna do.
Dog, I think he gonna cook, bro.
I think so too. I think he's gonna play well.
Dog, I think. Listen, this game he showed me he's a gamer, dog. Even though he missed a lot of
16 points was the gamer part.
So this is the thing. He missed a lot of throws. Don't get it twisted. He missed a lot of throws. First of all, he only played a half, Aaron.
He came in the second quarter.
The end of the second quarter. Come on, don't do this. Don't do this. Don't do this to Heineke. Don't do this to Heineke.
Y'all be getting dog. First of all, y'all been begging.
He didn't play well. He didn't play well. He didn't play
16 points was your final score. The defense held them to 20, and y'all was blaming the defense. Did they not play well to hold the team to 20 in the NFL? With Justin Herbert at quarterback, lacing Bama's the whole game?
No, Justin Herbert was on one.
They got
one. Our defense looked like an easy bake oven all day. They
scored 20 points. So how did Taylor Heineke play good and the offense scored 16? The defense holds the other team to 20, and they look like easy bake oven. That's the part that confuses me with you.
So let me say this. Some of it is relative to the simple fact that I feel like Heineke gave us a better chance in this game. He did move the ball at times. He wasn't accurate.
He missed wide open people at times.
I'm not saying that Bama was Aaron Rodgers. Well, I can't even use him because that Bama played
Bama
like some
scored 3.
trash. Yeah, so but I'm not saying he was the best quarterback of all time. I'm just saying if I had to choose between what I was saying from Ryan Fitzpatrick, old bobblehead self, and then Heineke, I felt more confident with Heineke out there, at least with his mobility. So he does bring a mobility to the table that I feel is serviceable. Now we're going to really see, because this is the whole game he's going to be playing, and it's going to be him. The last time we saw him play an entire game, the playoff jump versus Tampa Bay, he looked really good. Spectacular at times. I think we'll personally get that Heineke. Now, I don't know, but I just have a feeling that versus the Giants this week coming up, we'll get that Heineke.
He's gonna put up
Y'all
numbers.
better hope, because if you go 0-2 and lose to the Giants with Daniel Jones, the turnover machine,
he's not gonna do that.
I can't wait to hear the excuses y'all come in with next week.
I ain't gonna lie.
Be no excuses.
Trust me.
So you this is your lock. This going on your parlay.
No,
Washington.
it's not.
Whoa. You gotta make it make sense now.
No, Lock Factory. When I get on Lock Factory, it's all about the bread, dog. We just trying to get the money.
So what we talking about
You just
now,
guaranteed
then?
the W. You say he gonna cook. You about to get spectacular.
No. Daniel Jones gonna cook too. That's the caveat.
But who defense is better?
I don't know.
Y'all defense is probably better than no.
You sure? Because that first quarter, that first 2 series,
first series.
No, I almost turned the game off. I was so upset how they was just butter knife my whole defense.
But the Bama is a cooker, dog. Justin Herbert, because Bama didn't give him a great evaluation coming out. But you got to get off of that. The Bama's accuracy and ball placement is some of the best I've seen.
That's the thing right there.
The best I've seen in the league. He's going to cover guys, but hitting them right in the hands.
Not to mention his timing. So he's throwing guys open that are not open in the beginning or the middle of the route. But when they get to the top of that route, because
our secondary look like some trash.
Throwing downfield.
Our secondary
he's going to be really good, dog. He's going to be really good.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you what made me upset in that game is the fact that.
Thank you, Jeremy. These Bama's getting Hail Marys from the grace of God falling out the sky. This Bama,
that catch was amazing.
Making catches that is impossible, but it's spectacular for Heineke. that should have been picked off.
It should have been picked, dog. That Bama caught that jump.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now, I was blown when I seen how well Rashawn Slater, the left tackle of the LA Chargers played, because that was a player that we could have selected in this year's draft. And we chose to go wide receiver when we needed O-line help still. And this guy showed that he can block. He blocked against y'all D-line and looked good. And play.
I ain't even see Chase Young for the whole first half, dog.
That's what I'm saying.
Was that Bama on the field? Was he in the locker room? Because that Bama couldn't get close.
I was so blown. I seen that. I couldn't even watch the game no more because I was tired of seeing it.
Oh man. So yeah, we'll get on to that game when we get to it.
Yeah.
Jets at Carolina. Jets. I don't know why y'all trusted the Jets.
They covered though.
They did cover though.
Yeah,
they did cover.
It's all about the cover. It wasn't about the wins and losses. I was figuring they were going to cover.
They did cover.
We had a whole conversation about why Carolina had a 5-point spread. That the Vegas was being tricky. Yeah, because the joint just didn't make sense.
But they almost had it, though.
What Brandy say? Almost doesn't count.
Then you had the Jaguars in Houston. Houston, Maho Jacksonville.
Destroyed. Dog, they about to run Urban Meyer back into the health facility. He gonna act like he got health issues again. Come done, dog.
Come on, man.
Dog, they
weren't prepared.
Look pretty at all. They weren't prepared, dog.
This leak's coming out already. Dog,
it's bad. Damn.
And I figured if they were gonna steal a game, it would have been the first game against, against Houston. I figured
Tyrod Taylor out there cooking. Dog, I don't know what they got going on.
Tyrod was cooking.
Yeah, he was.
He was doing everything he wanted to do. This Batman was looking like he was 25 again, scrambling out the pocket, moving, banking Batmans, throwing deep passes, accurate. He was looking like how Lamar should have looked, in my opinion. Then we had Cleveland and Kansas City, which was a great game, by the way.
Yes, it was.
I enjoyed this game. Browns covered. I think Aaron was teetering and tottering,
I'm
and then
shocked.
he
He
went
was-
with Patty Mahomes. I mean, well,
I'm shocked.
Patty Mahomes got the W. He got the win for them.
Yeah,
So
but we're talking about the spread. That's where the
Yeah.
real W is at, and for
Yeah.
us. And I figured I was shocked that Aaron chose them because typically he goes against them. See, after what happened last season with the
dog, they
Chiefs.
didn't cover
weren't-
not one spread last year, though. They might have covered one, but other than that, the Chiefs ain't covered none of the spreads that they had for them.
And the Browns got a roster, man. That's the
The
thing.
Browns got a roster, though. They actually had an opportunity to win this jump.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
Baker
Baker-
cooked before he choked.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
choked. He choked
yeah.
it in. He choked it in for sure. Miami at New England.
Yes,
Y'all got it
sir.
right. I try
Yeah.
to I try to walk on the wild side and go with New England. But I should have known better.
I couldn't go with the young boy. I couldn't do it.
I mean, New England looked pretty good though with the young boy. They didn't look
They
terrible.
fumbled it away too. At the end, they would have won the game, but they fumbled it on the in the red.
And that
zone.
was and those were running backs. It wasn't like Mac Jones threw
Yeah, for
2
sure.
picks or whatever. I mean, he played a really solid game, honestly.
Yeah, and that's what he's
Um,
gonna do. Yeah.
So, yeah. So then you had Denver and the New York Giants.
Aaron don't learn, man. I don't.
Let me do my troll magic. I started out with 5. You know, I started last year with 5 wins. I just be setting the tone for the season, dog.
Oh, bro, look. If you ever want to win a parlay, just put the Giants in it and just go against whatever Vegas says. All right,
So-
that's all. Actually, go with what Vegas says because normally we're always chosen to lose, and
Mhm.
I'm just saying, man, I can never choose them. I can't, and that's
No,
my
you
team.
gonna have
Spread is.
to choose them at some point this year.
What did
Uh-huh.
Daniel
You
Jones
gonna
do?
have to
I ain't see this
because
game.
they're not gonna lose every game.
Okay,
He fumbled. What did James Jones do? Always do.
he fumbled. He it was like it was a play for a first down. He was running, and as he was diving head first, the ball got hit out, and then he fumbled the ball, and it killed all the momentum, and we couldn't get off it's the same thing.
That Melvin
Daniel
Gordon
Jones-
ran 60 yards on y'all.
yeah, it was 70. You shortened them, but the thing is, it's like it's the same things from last year. We can't
Same
get off
thing.
on third down. Daniel Jones turns the ball over. You know what I'm saying? And then the offense is not creative. It's no creativity at all with the offense, man. It's all conservative. And Jason Garrett, I remember the year we played the Cowboys when I think T.O. was still there, and T.O. complained how defenses were calling out their plays because they knew what was coming. And it's just like this is the same thing. He's not creative, man.
Did
Like,
they put Saquon out there like
Yeah,
prematurely?
it didn't
He got
matter.
10 touches.
I think he got like 2 yards of carry. It didn't matter.
Do we need to be out there? Do we just need to be in the sauna or just taking an Epsom salt bath or just relaxing and getting right? Because
They
he
got him on
didn't
the
look.
pitch count.
Yeah,
But if you want, that's what I'm saying. But if you're gonna be on pitch count, what are you doing out there to begin with? That don't help you.
he wasn't the same call. It was no like even when he didn't try to really break tackles. He just got what was there, which was nothing anyways, and just kind of mugged his head in the hole. You know what I'm saying? Got like 2 yards. That was it. It was uninspiring for Saquon. It really was. I don't have a lot of hopes for us. If we start the season 0-10, I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh my goodness.
And we may go 3-13 for our record this year.
Oh man.
So y'all getting a quarterback in the draft?
I will hope so.
Oh my goodness, already. Saints at Green Bay. Saints won.
Man, Saints look strong.
And they look
Jameis.
good.
Jameis.
Yo, what happened to Green Bay? This man Aaron Rodgers looked like he was like he
Trying to
did pull one of
trade
your
him.
numbers, Aaron. Like where he just was like,
Y'all want to do it y'all way? All right, I'm gonna do it y'all way.
Yeah, he didn't care, bro.
Yo, that third quarter though, he literally was just going through the motions. dog.
Right.
Like he was just literally under center, like, all right. Dog, yeah, it looked bad.
That looked
Now
bad.
I mean, they do play Detroit this upcoming week, so I don't
Yeah.
think you'll
That's
get a
the bounce
better
back.
version.
That's the bounce back.
Yeah, that's the
game.
bounce back,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
still,
yeah.
dog, it was real concerning to me because dog, when Bama just looked disinterested like that, it's nothing you could do.
He was thinking about going back to that waterfall with the youngins and chilling
He
because
was
that
not- he
I
was
was
not in the
shocked
game,
by that.
dog.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
it was-
wasn't.
it
You
was
can't play
shocking.
those kind of ego games with a Bama that's that rich. And the GM won. You know how the WME go, dog. He felt like he won the battle. They got Aaron Rodgers under center, but did you really win? Is the question.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, dog. I'm a little leery. I don't even. Shit, it's Chicago at the Rams. Rams mudhole. Jeremy, he was on hard drugs.
I don't
Thinking the
know.
Bears is-
And Jeremy did good with his picks. I was
yeah, he
shocked that
did.
he
With the
chose the
Andy
Bears.
Dalton Joe, I don't know
Yeah.
where he was. Yeah, that didn't go right. And then the Ravens.
Yeah.
I don't know why I
Sure.
went with the Ravens though. When I should have just went with the Raiders, because in the Lock Factory Joan, I went with the Raiders though, because that's where the money. I guess I was like, let me just take a chance here in the gamble. It didn't work out for me. So yeah, that's where we are now. Let's see here if Jeremy going to join us. He said he wanted to come on and give his picks for this week. So this week we got the picks here.
They haven't had 11 wins this week.
Yeah.
He did have 11 wins, though. That little 2-game cushion is good,
It's
but
nothing.
it's nothing, though. It's
Yeah,
so many games.
act-
It's so early. Remember the first week? I think I got like
You got 13.
13, yeah. And
And
then
then
the
the
next
next
week got
week,
like 4,
yeah.
5. It just you can give it all back in one day. So here we go. First game, Thursday night. Washington and the Giants.
Washington.
Hold on. Washington is favored -3.5. D. Are you sure about that? 3.5 points. I don't like that number.
What do you mean?
Jeremy said send him the link, Harold.
I sent it to him. It's in your email. Come on. So
You said the spread is 3.5 for
3.5.
Washington.
Yes, at home.
I'm still going. Washington. What I saw out there was offensive linemen running into each other. I saw a couple times where Von Miller was unblocked with a pass to the quarterback. I saw a team that couldn't run the football. And if we can't run the football, y'all defensive line is going to get after us. So I just can't trust it. And until they show otherwise, I'm going against them. So I'm going with Washington.
I'm going with Washington too. Even though I don't trust it though.
Wow. You just explained to us why y'all gonna win this.
No. I think the Washington should win this game. So should win and will win are two different things. I think that they should win this game, and that's basically on the simple fact that I feel like Daniel Jones is a turnover machine.
Yep.
And now he's going to have to play even more conservative, and it's going to be in his head. Saquon's not really Saquon.
Nope.
And I just think that, our defense is better than the Giants' offense.
Kenny Galladay only got passes at the end of the game for us. That makes no entire sense. You pay that man all that money to be a star wide receiver or number one, and you don't throw him the football in the first half. Like, he doesn't get any looks. It didn't make any sense. The offense is
Same
trash.
thing on our side. McLaurin didn't even get a look the whole first half.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Garrett got to go. I'm sorry. Garrett got to go.
Already.
Can he take Scott Turner with him?
Yeah, facts. And that no offense he get throwing. All right. Well, who you got?
Red Wolves.
He refused to say that team's name.
When Jeremy get here, we'll log his in.
All right.
Broncos at Jaguars. Jaguars are underdogs at home +6.
Sheesh.
They don't have no faith in these jokers, though.
Unanimous. We got. I'm not messing
No,
with
it's
the Bama's
over.
again. It's over.
I had to agree. What I saw looked really bad. I mean, your boy looked good though. Your boy tried. I give him that. He really
6 is
tried.
high as hell.
For the Broncos, though.
Listen, what I saw with the Broncos is a better team than what Teddy Bridgewater looked really good in that game against us. He looked really good.
And Vegas got that inside info too. That locker room might already be lost for Urban Meyer, dog. The stuff that's coming out, because it's not just the players, it's the NFL coaches that are used to being around the NFL versus the coaches that came from college, and it's kind of like a culture war kind of going on. So it might be over for Jacksonville. You really gonna start hearing murmurs about this Bama Urban Meyer's health. I feel like this season before week 6 even get here.
I'm going with the Broncos.
Yeah, can't pick
Unanimous.
Jacksonville no more. That was just a
Unanimous? Okie dokie. Buffalo Bills at Miami Dolphins. Dolphins are underdogs at home plus 3.5.
give me Buffalo.
Buffalo's defense is mean.
I'm hoping that Allen
They be
bounces back.
swarming, dog.
Yeah, they do. And Allen didn't have a good. He wasn't passing the ball really. He
Yeah.
missed a couple of wide open guys downfield that I was kind of surprised by. But I'm still going Buffalo with this one though.
So this is the week of the blowouts. I think we're unanimous unless
Nah, I got the Dolphins.
Okay. I still don't trust Tua. I'm gonna
I
be
don't
honest with
either,
you.
dog.
Okay.
He left some throws out there and there was some stuff. I was like,
I trust the head coach.
okay.
I got you. So you trust him more than I got
Houston at Cleveland. Cleveland's favorite minus 11.5
you. Oh
points.
wow.
Give me Houston.
Give me Cleveland. I know that's a word crazy, but give me Cleveland.
Okay. And Aaron?
I got Houston.
I got Houston too. I'm rocking with Houston. Oilers. Let's go. Cincinnati at Chicago. Chicago's favorite minus 3.
Give me Cincinnati.
I'm gonna take Chicago.
Who's gonna be their starting quarterback?
It's gonna be
Andy
Justin
Dalton.
Fields. I think it's gonna be Justin Fields, though. I think this week they just gonna they're gonna pull the plug on.
Because
The
if it's
team loves Fields, dog. Because when he got in and got that touchdown, if you see the reaction from his teammates, that's usually where you could tell a story about who the team feels like gives them the best
Right.
chance to win. That body language, the way they was reacting, dog, they love that boy.
Yeah.
Okay. Jeremy taking Houston.
Yeah, give me Houston, even though I don't want to. But
All right. So for the Cincinnati Joe, who you going with? I'm going with Chicago.
I'm going Cincy for that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
And who you going with, Aaron?
Cincy.
Yeah.
Okay. Cincy, I'm taking Chicago. Aaron's taking Cincy. Jeremy, you can send it in. Let me know. We'll log it in.
That last Houston. Hold on. The last game was the Browns in Houston, right?
Yeah, Browns and Houston.
Oh yeah, I still want the Browns. I want the Browns.
You want
Yeah.
the Browns.
Yeah,
So I
yeah,
got you in the Browns.
All right, bet.
I took Houston. Jeremy took Houston. Aaron took Houston. Cincinnati and Chicago. I took Chicago. You and Aaron took Cincy. Jeremy's taking the Bears. All right. San Fran at the Eagles. Eagles are plus 3.5.
Give me the Eagles.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Eagles too. I just think that San Francisco played
What's the
easy
spread
bake
again?
oven 3.5.
Give me San Fran.
Aaron taking San Fran. I'm taking the Eagles. All right, Jeremy, you can send it in. What did he say? Let's see. Oh, you got the Eagles. Okay, Eagles it is. All right, Saints at Panthers. Panthers are underdogs at home, plus 3.5.
Saints.
You said versus the Panthers and it's 3.5?
Yes.
Oh, this is a lock. Give me the
Yeah,
Saints.
that,
This
exactly.
going on a parlay.
That's a
This going on
no-brainer.
a parlay. I might tease that spread up.
Saints. Jeremy, you can go ahead and be the Lone Ranger. Who you got? Saints and Panthers. Saints. He's taking the Saints. All right, Rams at Colts. Colts are underdogs at home +4 to the Rams.
Let me get the Rams.
Okay. I'm gonna take the Colts. Aaron,
I ain't hit a spread again.
4 in favor of the Rams.
Give me the Rams.
All right. And Jeremy is going to go with the Colts. He's on my side. Okay. All right. Raiders and Steelers. Steelers are favored -5.
Give me the Raiders.
Same. Let me get the Raiders as well.
Raiders. I'm going with the Steelers. Jeremy, Raiders or Steelers? Steelers are favored -5. Raiders. All right, I'm in the long range on that one. All right, Patriots at Jets. Jets are underdogs at home, 5.5 points.
Give me the
More about-
Patriots.
Yeah, give me the Pats.
Patriots. Are we unanimous? What is Jeremy going to do?
I took my major gamble choosing the Jets last week. I don't know if I'm gonna do that
Patriots and
again.
Jets.
Right, you came out on top. You got to leave
Right.
with the house money.
Right.
Jeremy's going with the Jets in a surprise pick.
Okay.
All right.
Just I
Zach
hope
Wilson
Jeremy
it
knows
is.
that their starting left tackle was injured. He out for like I think 8 weeks or something like
Nah,
that.
it's too late.
He trying to catch up to that 11. Paul.
What?
You said that.
Minnesota at Arizona. Arizona's favored
No.
-1.5.
Unanimous. Arizona.
Yeah, Arizona.
Dog, you never picking Kurt again?
Any of the goofballs in your DMs this week or no? It's still a
Dog,
ghost
nobody.
town?
They all quiet when Kurt do this. Arizona, are we unanimous? We should be.
Yeah, for
Jeremy
real.
might try to take a walk on the wild side and pick Kirk Cousins.
Can't do it.
He gonna pick him. The way he's saying "I know," laughing out loud means he about to go with Kurt.
Whatever you had, Kirk Cousins, Atlanta versus the Minnesota Vikings, then what would you end up doing in that situation?
Minnesota. Oh yeah, you just gotta go with. I trust Kurt more than I do Matt Ryan. What's the spread on the Cardinals Vikings? It's 4.5 in favor of Arizona. He contemplating. Next game, Falcons at Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay is favored -12.
Goodness. Give me the Bucks though.
Arizona. Jeremy takes Arizona. Bucks -12.
Give me the
Y'all
Bucks.
not messing with. 12 is high.
It is.
I'm gonna go with the Falcons, dog. I don't like that spread.
Yeah. Give me the Bucks.
But all you talking about 2 touchdowns. That's all I'm thinking of. They can beat them by 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Falcons, though. I don't like that spread. That's a lot. 12.
Too late. And then what you told Jeremy?
Jeremy, Falcons or Tampa Bay. 12 is the spread. Cowboys at Chargers. Chargers are favored -3.
Oh wow. And it's at where's the game at?
In LA.
You said the Chargers are favorite?
Yep.
Yeah.
Give me Dallas.
Bucks. Okay, Jeremy's taking Tampa Bay. I'm gonna go with the Cowboys too.
I don't know if they can. I don't know if San Diego can score the points that hang with the Cowboys.
I
That's
know
the
Jeremy going with his boys.
of
I ain't
course.
even gotta. I ain't even gotta ask him.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna be the Lone Ranger on this one and go San Diego. I mean, go LA.
Okay, D's going L.A.
That's a good pick.
Rodgers. Yeah, if you're gonna take a chance, that's a good one. Then you have Tennessee Titans at the Seattle Seahawks. Seahawks are favorite -5.5.
Seattle.
I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with Tennessee. I can't see them playing as terrible as they played this past week with the best running back in the league on their team. I can't see them doing that.
Yeah, I'm going Tennessee. If they mess this one up, I'm done for the rest of the year.
I ain't be making these hard lines in the sand with these battles.
Oh, I'm not playing with these jokers.
Jeremy, Titans. Titans.
So I'm the Lone Ranger on that one.
Yes. No.
You pick
Oh yeah,
Seattle.
you are. Yeah, we
Yeah.
are with Tennessee.
Yeah.
Chiefs at the Ravens. Ravens are underdogs at home +3.5.
Give me the
Chiefs.
Chiefs.
They're going, yeah. They will cover this spread.
Cause it's only going to be 3 points. Like
Who else? I'm gonna go with the Ravens. Chiefs. Jeremy, Chiefs or Ravens? And I'm just going off the history, the fact that the Ravens typically play really well at home. All right, Chiefs, it is. All right, in the last game, the Lions at the Packers. Packers are favorite -10.5.
How, Sway?
what?
These Bama just got their boots smoked. How they favored by 10.5?
Because
Yeah.
they're going off. You know how Vegas do this though. It's not about reality. It's about feelings and how people perceive teams. I'm going with the Lions.
Yeah, let me get Detroit just the cover.
Did DeAndre Swift get hurt? It
I didn't
don't
hear
No
matter.
clue.
I didn't hear anything from
It
him
don't
getting
matter.
hurt. Yeah.
Yeah, it don't matter. Jamal Williams is just as good. It don't matter.
I learned my
Uh,
lesson. Give me Green Bay. I'm not picking no more fluky quarterbacks. I'm just going. I know better.
But you picked Daniel Jones last week.
Yeah, I learned my lesson. I picked him. I picked Kirk, and I picked Matt Ryan all in one week.
You all in the same week.
Green Bay. Okay, so he's going with Green Bay. All right, so Jeremy, you don't you gotta give me your last pick. The picks. Giants at Washington. Washington's favorite -3.5. Who you got out of that? Giants or Washington? Washington's favorite at home 3.5. Then you got the Broncos at the Jaguars +6. So the Jaguars are underdogs at home +6 to the Broncos. So I need Broncos or Jags. And then we got the Buffalo Bills at the Miami Dolphins. Dolphins are underdogs at home +3.5. So those are the 3 games you got to give me. Giants at Washington, 3.5 in favor of Washington. Broncos at Jaguars +6. And then Buffalo at Miami +3.5. Washington football team, Jags. Jags. And then Dolphins or Buffalo. Buffalo Wings or Dolphins? Dolphins it is. Okay. All right. The picks are in and locked. Of course, always join us on Lock Factory. We're gonna give you the locks. We're gonna tell you how to get that bread. In addition to that, share the show. Free PS5. We giving out. I'm not playing. Next 30 days, whoever, even if you know how they do with the music, where they had like the little, like the rooms where it just be streaming the jumps over a million times to run the numbers up. So everybody, if you got one of the machines in your house, I don't care. Dude, you can use that too. Just make sure we tagged in it. It can go all across the world. You can be the PS5 winner. You got a bot. You know how to use the bots to get shoes and all that stuff, and you want to use a bot to share our program all over the East Coast. Be my guest. You get a free PS5. I'm trying to let you know. So share the show, share the content. We here every week. Of course, we got the Lock Factory later in this week. We're gonna give you the picks and the locks to get that bread, get that little Caesar's pizza. We're gonna hook you. We also got the after the game recap for the Washington football team. So after the game's over, we're gonna be here and let you know. Even on Thursday night, and I'm gonna stay up late and record just for y'all, so y'all can get the recap. How the game went. So follow us. Shout out to Ben and Knows Best, kicking it with G-Man. Shout out to Jenna Garcia. Shout out to Sports Talk Tasha. All the people who rock with us and follow us. D, you was gonna say something?
No.
We out.